Good Wednesday morning. It's another warm and rainy morning here in eastern North Carolina, and I decided it was a good day to go ahead and roast some coffee. As you can see, I've got the coffee roaster set up here out in the sunroom, and I've got about probably a half a pound or so of coffee, maybe close to a pound. This is the brand of coffee that we've got here roasting. If you can see that, I hope. And it is Costa Rican coffee. I hope you'll be able to see those. And we've got it set. We're going to give it about 20 minutes at 230 degrees, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know what happened. It looks like it started over. I still haven't quite got the hang of this pause thing. And we're back recording. I'll try again. If I hit this button, what happens? I don't know. Doesn't look like anything happened. Okay. Now I'm going to try and turn it around so that you can see the coffee beans. Not too good at this yet. That colander, by the way, is for shaking the husks off after and letting them start to cool. All right. Anyway, so there's the coffee roasting. That's a little better picture of it, I guess. You can see the steam starting to escape. And if you listen very carefully, you can hear some of the beans starting on their first crack. Anyway, and then here's the colander that I mentioned. It's just our old spaghetti colander. And I use it to shake out the beans after they're roasted to get the husks off. And then the towel here I use to spread the beans out on so they can cool and rest before I grind them and put the fresh roasted ground coffee away. Now they have to rest for 2 or 3 days. So this coffee here that I have, it will rest until Friday, and then Friday evening I'll grind it up and put it into the airtight container on Saturday. The reason you do that is some of the carbon dioxide gas continues to escape, and if you put it in a sealed container while it's still escaping, you can have some catastrophic results. If we take a look at the beans now, a few minutes later, you can see that they're starting to take on a little bit of color. This would be a light roast. I'm going for a medium roast, so they've still got a little while to go, but you can tell that they're starting to get to the point. And if you were here, you could smell the wonderful aroma of roasting coffee beans. Okay, the beans are just about where we want them to be, just another few minutes, and we'll have a nice medium roast. And then we will turn off the roaster and transfer the beans over here to the colander. We'll give them a good shake and stir, try and get all the husk off. And then once we're pretty certain that that's been accomplished, we'll spread them out on the towel to rest and finish cooling. We're going to get cooler out here through the day, and tonight it's supposed to get down to about 30 outside, so it'll probably drop to around 35 or 40 here in the sunroom, since this room is not actually on the heat vac system. And that will be just about perfect to get these nice and right where we want them. If you listen carefully, You might be able to hear the beans cracking. This is their second crack, which means that they're just about done for a nice medium roast. We're roasting coffee this morning, and they're just about done to a medium roast, our beans. The second cracking has just occurred. If you are more into a bolder, darker roast, you would continue to roast them until they hit third crack. But I try to not go that far. I prefer my coffee with a medium roast. And I'm hoping that our guests next week at the beach house that Son 2 has rented for us and his in-laws, I hope that they will appreciate the medium roast as well. And here we are with our nice medium roast all done. And you can see there's a lot of husk there. And I'm going to be emptying these into the colander right away. And then we will try and get some of that husk out. I'll probably take it outside and shake it out. At this point, the beans are still very hot to the touch. And so I used a measuring cup that came with, and I just take it and spread the beans around on the towel. Try to get them down to a single layer so that they can cool more quickly, because as I said, or may not have said, they are still quite hot to the touch. And that's our coffee roasting adventure for today.